Hooker to throw right away.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Out of the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. First carry now for David Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go now. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Right there, hurt.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another run for Gibbs here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You look at this Niner defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a couple.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check match.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both lines doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And he's going to try and do this himself.
And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll go for it. Hooker, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
They'll sneak it. Hooker.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That's taken on the 25.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Able to find the open man. That's That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Okay, ready. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. They'll look to throw again. And this one too low.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that is playing a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Touchdown, Detroit! Hendon Hooker, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions add 6 to their lead.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, mash, check, mash. Go.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19. Ready up.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Come on.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, smash Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
70.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Go check, go check. Big Lion.
Now they send a man in motion right.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That's a gain of 3. Ready. 3rd and 7.
Flushed out right. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really giving them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied in knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And quickly they get to the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Dragon 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Here we go. Set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
18, pioneer.
Now Hooker.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Hooker to the air yet again.
Out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Now this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt, Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.